I got for selling me clothes, tuppence for selling me blanket. If ever I list for a soldier again, devil shall be me sergeant.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Cheeky little Friday, very wet and damp Friday over at the covert spot. Gary's popped along, he works shifts. Shame, mate, but sometimes I just don't get the weekends off, same as yourself now.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
but no worries. But look at this now. The foliage here, absolutely brilliant. Obviously got the essentials up. Beautiful the way all the foliage is coming. Mr. Baldrick there started packing me kit and he started doing backflips. Dog's not supposed to be able to do them, but he can do a version of that. Chasing his tail, he would sit all over me kit and he'd nick bits and run off with it. I think that was like doggy speak for "don't forget me, you fat bastard." He loves it, mate, doesn't he?
Huh?
He loves it, doesn't he? But yeah, won't really matter. Yes, mate. Yeah, he's will not. Even if it does start raining, doesn't stop me coming out. Baldrick, Baldrick, Baldrick. You've got to learn some manners. Don't jump up underneath to get an invite. But there you are, Gary.
Yeah, that's perfect, isn't it?
Soon knock you out one of them, mate.
That's a nuts, isn't it?
Pull out and go to the back, mate. And obviously, if you need to, I just made it so I can flick my feet up into it, mate.
Yeah.
I'd quite happily sleep in that. No danger. But do you one of them in the A-frame and that? Because you give us a sewing machine, mate, didn't you? Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know what goes around comes around,
I
mate.
had a good dibble though. I got me Arctic bag though, so.
Well, that was because you was going to buy one, mate, and I thought, well, I got one at home. I got that Corinthia bag.
Yeah.
You know,
Spot
dibble,
on.
dibble, dibble,
Spot
sir, dibble, sir,
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
dibble. Talking about dibbles, Brothers of Bushcraft. I think it was when I was over Martin's permission. Mentioned David, he was cooking up in the old stainless steel sort of Swiss Army Trangia type cook set. Used one in the army. Love them, bomb proof, but very hard to get hold of now. And I had a little message from Brothers of Bushcraft, Paul, one of the brothers. He said, well, I've got two, mate, and you can have one, night. And I was like, well, you know, he was very much, well, I know you're an old soldier, mate, I know you use it, and I'll send it to you. So long and behold, as I said in the video, if anybody's got, you know, we'll trade or dibble or pay or whatever, because they're hard to get hold of. And what we've done is, obviously, it's, I don't know if you remember one of my last films, like a little haversack thing attaches to the back of the Bergen, and it just so happens takes my Ridge Monkey new frying pan. He's very much taken a shine to one of them, so in exchange, dibble wise, and he can't get these things because I'll make them. That's what he wants, and because I said I'd do a patch, and that's how it's come, and a couple of other bits, because he's actually I just thought he was talking about the this is a little deep end pouch. It just really fits it nicely. It's a bit padded and it will go on the outside of the Bergen molly wise, and you know, for the moment that just fits it absolutely perfectly. A full, I'll drop that on the floor, so I haven't bought my tripod today. A full Swedish Army stainless steel. I love the way it's black on the outside, because I just thought he was talking about the mess tin bit of it, but he's not, mate. He sent me the whole kit, the whole shaboodle. Hence, as I said to him, whether he likes it or not, I'm going to chip in a hammock seat and an A-frame seat for him, bless him. Really appreciate that, mate. It's Brothers Bush. I'll do a little link to his channel, because he does do some brilliant films. But yeah, not even been used, you know. That is actually spot on. And I really appreciate that, mate. And I say, dibble is done, you're happy, and I'm very happy, sir. And again, appreciate your good nature that you just wanted to send it, but you know, it's you know, I like to do a dibble, mate, you know, and I appreciate your good nature saying, you know, old soldiers, mate, just have that because I've got two. But yeah, so you're happy, mate, and I'm happy. But see what I mean, mate?
Proper comfy.
It's proper comfy, mate. Yeah, so I'll do your longer one, mate. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's going to be like whatever that is like.
I'll be asleep.
And it'll be out of parachute material, because the old M90 Swedish material was just a very lucky find, mate.
I can't believe how strong it is.
Yeah. That's a business though, mate, isn't it?
Quality.
I mean, you can flick your legs up in there, push a couple of shoves, and literally that would go in your, you know, the side pocket of your trousers.
That's unreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Were you coming up long?
Baldrick, you don't get up without an invite. I said, I like Gary's a daddy dog. Get down, Baldrick. That's a testament to Mac Tywood's sewing there.
I didn't want dog love.
Anyway, ladies and gents, Gary's already proceeded with me with the brew. I'm going to get a brew on and have a cup of tea because I want to do a little bit of building today. But you know when you get somewhere, mate, and you just think, I just want to chill. And shove him down soon as you like, mate, because I want him to learn some rules as it goes.
Come on in, down.
Down.
Down. Down.
That's it, you need to...
No. No. Down. Down.
Because if I'm going to bring him over and there's people there, not everybody's, you know, wants dogs jumping over him and that, mate. Bless him. But from when I got him from a rescue dog, he was very, very shy and timid and that. His character's proper come out now. No, his confidence has come back, mate, and that. Like he's indicating there, and
typical stuff.
Yeah, he's beautiful, mate. We had a right result there. Cracking dog. And just at the right time and that as well. And he gets on so well with Booty. That Booty's a boss though, isn't he? No, I'm the boss. I just let her think she's a boss then. But he's like a right little cheeky monkey now.
Get down, cheeky.
You're a little monkey dog, ain't you? Anyway, ladies and gents, yeah, my brew is beckoning me. I'll get that going. I'll bring you back. Yeah, just before I crack on there, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little tub, airtight, and you know, from the pound shop or something, couple of quid, I don't know. But many times years ago, I learnt that anything to do with the fuel inside your Bergen leaking, you just can't get rid of the smell out your kit, mate. No. You know? In the army it's good because you can add in a sleeping bag back in, damage it and change it. But
trouble is as well, is it made anything it touched flammable.
Yeah.
So it only got to catch a spark.
Yeah.
The way it goes.
So I mean, I've had that. Like I say, I used these for years when I was in the army. But all I've done there is a little pot there, ladies and gents. Doesn't take up too much more room. I put a little rag in there because I don't like things banging about. But again, it can be a little cleaning rag as well, you know. So on there, that's how I keep the Trangia. It's in there. It's not going to leak and it's not going to stink out your kit as well, mate.
Good idea, mate.
Yeah, and it's a pound. It drops straight in the pot in the same way. Because the thing I used to get in that as well, you always get that tainty smell on your food and that as well, like, you know. You know, if you just, like most people, just kind of drop her in there or drop her at the bottom.
Kind of
that's how it's designed to do. Yeah, and that's. But anyway, I don't want to make it too long. But yeah, I just find that's a good way, little transportation. And guess what? You know, you can use that for other things if you were that bush come to shove, mate. But I think it pays to do that.
It provides the eating bowl or anything, could
well, yeah, I suppose so, mate. Yeah, but anyway, I'll get on now and get that in there and get a brew because I'm gagging. You know, Swedish smash kits where we've got an aluminium one or a stainless steel one, as I've now got. They do have one failing, mate, and as we can see, I do like that because that's your pot for cooking. This is your pot for brews. I know when you fill that just about a centimetre from the top, that fills a 58 pattern mug. I've done it zillions of times, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But as we see here, this is the lid, ladies and gents. No great surprises in here. That's just waiting to bubble up. But as we all know, something with a lid boils a lot faster. So it's fairly simple.
Does that not sit?
No, one fits inside the other, mate. When you've got that
on top.
Sorry, when you've got that on, you can put the lid on top there.
Right, okay.
It's fairly simple, mate. You know, aluminium mesh tin, sky brown, cut it out,
and then just bevel the edges over.
Yeah, you don't even need it. Just as long as it's just even laying on the top there, mate. It's only just for that. You use that if you want. Oh look, he's like debarking everything now. It is okay. But that's it, Baldrick. That's the only, I'd say, thing, you know, to do, mate, because as we know, and just having time to do it, you know, a little bit of aluminium, mate. Just
as you say, a bit of like misting.
Yeah, and it'll just lay flat on there, and you know, it just goes round the side of it.
Tin snips should go through the misting.
Oh yeah. I see what I've used on other occasions, mate. Is, you know, you go in the pound shop. I don't mean it don't have to be the pound shop. Get one of the little oven baking trays. It's heat proof. It's
right.
Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I'll be doing with this, mate. Yeah.
Cheap as chips, you can pick them up for next to nothing, can't
you?
Probably get one or two, well, out of a baking tray, you get 3 or 4 of them out of there.
Yeah, yes, mate. Yeah, and you know, even if you had that and you didn't have the lid, it's just a lid to put on top,
yeah,
mate.
Well, this is the Pathfinder.
Yeah, but you can arrowdite a little handle for the top there, mate. You can like arrowdite that. You know, I've done it before, and with other big
that's
stuff,
probably
mate.
spot welded, I think.
Yeah, but. So that's the only mod I can think that these things need, mate. That can be doing your scoff there and independently doing your brews.
And as you say, if it's flat without too much, you can just sit in the same pouch, just at the bottom anyway.
Exactly. So you know it's going to be no really bigger than that, mate. But it'll just lay flat on top because everything's, you know, But normally when you're cooking in that, obviously this becomes the lid for that.
Yes.
As you see, mate, or either turned over or just dropped inside.
Well, I suppose would you not be better off putting the water in there to boil it then?
I could do, mate, but that's what I always used to do, because you know, when you don't get much time, your scoff's ready.
Yeah.
You get your scoff on.
You
yeah.
get your scoff in that straight away, and then you'd be using the lid
and
for
then
your
as soon
broth,
as done that, you know, and a little bit of that water, as you know, mate, will be Dixie washing. And as you're carrying the water, mate, it's no bowls or nothing. You're talking about a little water just to keep it clean.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it was always be scoff on or brew on. Don't get me wrong. If you just had time to brew, get your scoff on. By the time you're eating your brew, it's all right, you know.
Yeah, that's the way already. See, it's sort of steaming.
Is by the time you're doing that, you fed your face.
Yeah.
Your brew's ready, and you wash it, you know, because you ain't got no time to do nothing, mate, and your admin's just got to be like spot on. Yeah, spot on, like, you know. And many times
that's another thing, isn't it? I mean, that's one thing that people, you know, that they say do squaddies make better bushcrafters and stuff like that. I think they're approaching that question the wrong way. I think being a squaddy, what it does is it just gives you kind of more of experience and how to administer yourself it
does, mate, but I'll tell you what,
it doesn't make you a better bushcrafter, but you are on top of your admin generally.
Yeah, by and large. But I'll tell you what, I've had to unlearn that. I mean, and David Fairs is a little bit Eddie sometimes, you know, like early days. I've known him 2.5 years now, mate. He's fucking bloke. Eddie, yeah, you don't have to put your basher up at knee height no more. Come on, get it sorted out, and you know, all that sort of stuff, mate.
This is the thing, isn't it? I mean, it's not a tactical environment anymore,
no,
is it?
And I've had to unlearn that, if that makes sense. But it's still good drills, you know. You get your scoff on, your water's on, you know what I mean? Concurrent
they're
activity.
habits that you pick up because you're constantly out, especially in our regiment. You were a field regiment.
Yeah.
You know, you were infantry.
Yeah.
You was always out doing something like that. So you know, you learned how to keep yourself clean.
Yeah.
Shaven.
Yeah. Well, we used to eat out of
that
and wash out of that. But one thing, just before we keep banging on about this though, as you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, the amount of times, even on like junior Brecon and senior Brecon, you know, you do a short stop on that, you know, they're going for where they're doing the records, you know, you've got enough time to get a brew on, mate.
5-minute brew.
Yeah, and that could be done on that, and you know, this, you know, as you're doing your working with your regiments and you're like pulling your kit out, and it's all ready to go, everything, you know, and you know, by that time.
That's why I preferred gas, purely and simply for that reason. Just a little gas canister,
a little
pocket
gas
rocket, and you were away. Do you know what I mean? It's something I carry in my kit all the time.
But as you can see, ladies and gents, if people didn't invest in a little bit in their kit back in the day, you know, the only other thing was a hexi block, and they are the most untactical thing in the whole world. Yeah, untactical thing in the whole world. But you could drop that at the bottom of a trench and just brew up and feed yourself, mate. We've even done it in the back of the Land Rover. Obviously, top up, you know, got to have a bit of ventilation.
But
and
that was another thing with it, really. One of the exit, it used to make all your kit black.
Oh yeah, and it
stunk.
Yeah, and it just wasn't
and
tactical,
if it was cold,
mate.
it was a pain in the arse. You know, you had to have exit. Well, how we used to do it is we used to have it pre-broken in a little bag and keep it next to you, keep it warm.
Yeah,
it was just
that's the way it goes, mate.
Like
Made it
easy. But as I say, I just didn't use exit. I just used gas because it was simple. Just connect it straight on.
It's of my belief now. That's steaming now. But do you imagine now if I just got that? You know, it needs to be no bigger than that. A little lid on that, mate. And
that's a great idea. Yeah.
Just, and that's what I did. And as you said, it drops at the bottom, and that'd be a job done. But I'd be eating now, with flat brew ready to go, and that's it.
Yeah.
Admin done. And that's how it is.
That was another thing as well, wasn't it? Battle buddies.
Oh yeah.
If you were, you know, you were out in the field together, I'd be having the water for the food.
Yeah.
MREs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and you'd be boiling the water for a brew.
When I was in, it was tins, mate.
Well, yeah.
I still remember
the
the Spangles and you know, and the Rolos and all that type of stuff, mate. Anyway, ladies, we're banging on too much here, but yeah, because I've got a brew coming and I'm gagging. And there's Mr. Bullock. I want to go and kill some things, Dad. Find them and kill them. As he's calmed down a bit now, I might give him a bit of a scoff. Sorry, ladies and gents, we're talking, chatting and that, but Gary. My apologies, mate.
I've been called worse.
No, sorry. He's well on top of the admin, mate, and there's a bacon butty there and pre-EDL training up north, brown sauce, mate. It's got to be done because you've got to fit in with the locals, mate. If you don't fit in, you're a stranger and you get filled in, don't you? For being a southern softy. Bacon, Dad, bacon. Oh, it's bacon, Dad, isn't it? Oh, bacon. Bacon. You've had your, yeah, but it's bacon, Dad, isn't it? Look. Bacon. Bullet. That bacon. Oh, yes, Dad.
Sit.
You'll sit for bacon, look.
Good boy.
Sorry, mate, you've got to say nicely. But he said, oh, sorry about that, Dad, that was bacon. That's bacon.
Good boy.
He's a bacon dog, isn't he? Baldick, you got lucky there, didn't you? I said, oh, I did that. Don't tell Mum you've had not bacon. You're getting a little bit podgy. Well, she says she is. He's not podgy, is he?
I don't think it's podgy. No.
Oh, yeah,
As long as they've got that little shape underneath their back legs.
Back legs, mate, yeah. He's, Baldrick had a bit of a result there, boy, didn't he? He said, oh, I did that, didn't he? Ladies and gents, in between me EDL training, which is eating bacon butties with brown sauce on, I've just had a little play. I'm not giving it any type of review. I mean, everybody knows what a silky saw is, but I was seduced by Gary's one. And again, that was a lot cheaper than the 60 quid, but at the time the government slapped £14 import tax on it. It was only 8 quid cheaper than 60, if that makes sense. But 8 quid's 8 quid. But I'll tell you what, when they just cut through that, I mean, that is a log. I wouldn't attempt that with any other fold down handsaw. But do you know what's beautiful about it? Do you know that doesn't even need sanding. There's not a single tooth mark on it, and this thing cuts on the backstroke and it just glides through it. It's like unbelievable. And obviously I know how to use a saw properly. You know, at your own speed. If your arm starts hurting, you're going too fast, keep an eye on your blade and don't heat your blade up. And the moment I wanted to see, there was no heat on this blade whatsoever. You know, just going through that at a fairly decent rate. You know, you can go where you put too much effort in, it's just wasted, because the saw won't cut no faster than the teeth. But yeah, oh, it's one of them items. You know, you see it, you have a go with it, you just think, you know, I'm not into all the expensive flash or fancy kit, but I'll tell you what, this thing is performing like a dream, and at this point, well worth the money that I did pay for it. I have a particular love for a Laplander, but even the little Fiskar saws are nice, but this is just like the Rolls Royce. And yeah, you know, because for me this will be replace obviously a folding saw, and obviously, you know, like a makeup saw, you know, a larger handsaw, if that makes sense, to put together ones. But yeah, that has just gone through that, beautiful. You know, I'm serious, it's like if you read that on a sanding machine. Lovely.